don't know, maybe it's just me, but you probably shouldn't be treating your daughter like a hamster. And why is the liquid not clear? If it's juice, it can't just stay there. What is happening?
So, for Gen X, Facebook seems to be their jungle to get into fights with their extended family members on. TikTok is our jungle to air all of our dirty laundry onto for some reason. But for the Millennials, Instagram Reels seems to be their jungle to be purely cringe. Okay, so you conveniently forgot to mention that the girl that you made a stitch with said she was going on vacation. She's going on a trip. Of course, that's why she's gonna need several different bags. But secondly, these were all essentials, so I don't understand why you're claiming otherwise. Women need to keep their makeup separate in case it spills. A bag for hygiene products is also mandatory. She still needs to clean her hair on the trip, and she packs her face wash and skincare so she doesn't have to buy more than she already has. If anything, your essentials concern me more. Because if you're going on a trip for several days, why are your only two essentials lip balm and cow fat? Y'all, it smells a little funky in here. I won't even lie. Ugh.
My husband and I have removed the bottoms of all of our shoes. We decided to start walking barefoot, and one of our followers had a great idea. Since some businesses don't want us being completely barefoot, if we cut off the bottom of our shoes, it'll allow us to be barefoot but blend in with everyone else. This is a huge commitment, but we were willing to make it. These are our favorite shoes. Our shoe collection is worth more than $20,000. But this is a sacrifice we're willing to take because walking barefoot means the world to us. So
pack it in. Walking barefoot does not mean the world to you. And how do I know this? Because if walking barefoot really meant the world to you, then explain to me why you're both still wearing socks. Clearly there's no commitment here, is there? But also, it doesn't mean the world to you because people who actually walk barefoot don't care about trying to flex their $20,000 shoe collection, do they? You just want to be nasty but still pretend you're classy. Oh! Buzz!
today we got to work and started removing the bottom. The experience of cutting off the bottoms of our shoes was very freeing and detoxifying, just like walking barefoot is. So after we cut the bottoms off, we decided to try it out. So we went to our favorite store, Sephora, and as you know, they don't really like us in here without shoes. I needed to grab a few things for a trip we're going on. The experience was absolutely perfect. The workers came up to us, they talked to us, they even complimented our shoes. I definitely recommend this if you're trying to go incognito barefoot. It's the perfect way to get all the benefits of going barefoot, but also have no one know.
There is no benefit to walking on regular public flooring. Sure, it genuinely does help if you walk on grass or sand, you know, nature's terrain. And what I find to be hilarious is how they tried to show quote unquote real footage of themselves walking around without their shoes in the winter, but she accidentally recorded the slightest bit of her Ugg boot in the snow because she knows it's too damn cold for that nonsense. Now, in this next video, I genuinely had to double check if this was satire or not, and it's not. So I think that says everything about what I'm making you watch.
Am I the only one whose narcissistic parent would show up to every single event I was ever involved in? Boo-hoo, your parent was there for you. But did you also feel like sometimes it was a bit excessive, especially if it was a bit more of a repetitive thing where maybe I was doing the same thing on multiple days in a row? Like, you do not have to attend every one. And what makes this lean more towards the negative, in my opinion, in terms of behavior, is that if I ever didn't want them to show up to every single showing of something, that was considered to be disrespectful. It was very much that taking me out of school for lunch, sort of picking me up and dropping me off everywhere I went energy, where on the surface, it seems very convenient, very thoughtful even, but it's a pattern of controlling behavior, I think, for narcissistic parents that prevented me from practicing independence and developing relationships outside of my immediate family.
Let me get the most obvious point out of the way. Do you know just how many children there are in the world right now who are desperate for their parents to show up for them in their extracurricular activities? Because when you have that support, it makes a child perform a whole lot better. Secondly, in what universe is it such a horrible thing that your parents want to do everything in their power to make sure that you succeed in whatever you want in life? They just care about you! Like, oh no! Your parents pick you up and drop you off anywhere that you need to go! Just to make life easier for you. Oh, the horror of it all. Lastly, your parents didn't prevent you from developing relationships. If anything, I'd say that's on you, because you were spending too much time whining about how your parents were putting effort into your future rather than putting that effort into making friends for yourself. When people say that they're tired of being broke, but they keep spending time doing middle-class things like cleaning their own house, I cannot even put into words how much this video made my blood boil. You're rich! Of course you can afford the luxury of hiring a house cleaner. But for the rest of us who are really struggling in this economy right now, this is not a possibility for us. And for you to say, focus on what moves the needle, housework doesn't, is absolutely insane. What? Just because I'm not getting paid a wage to make sure my environment is livable, I should just ignore it? Housework isn't supposed to move the needle. So either put your money where your mouth is and hire a cleaner for everyone in the world who can't afford one so that we can focus on the grind, or just shut the hell up.
Look, I'm not trying to judge, but sometimes I wonder what was going on through some people's head when they left their house, looking like hot garbage. Like, anytime I leave my house, I always make sure my makeup's done and I look appropriate to meet my ex. Because that's the only way I'm gonna leave my house. You won't catch me dead wearing a t-shirt and an old pair of shorts. I'm just saying, am I the only one like that?
Yes, you are the one and only person in this world who gets all dolled up to meet with their ex. Do you know how desperate that is? I mean, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but there's probably a really big reason as to why that person is your ex and is not currently your actual partner. Newsflash, I don't give a shit about what anybody else looks like in public, and nobody gives a shit about what I look like in public. You're not gonna win a gold medal because you put makeup on. Also, this post is hilarious to me because you have the audacity to beg people on Instagram to send you money on Cash App. You want to bully people with full-time jobs who just got off of their shift. And you want to bully mothers with newborn children who both don't have the time or the energy to not look like hot garbage according to you. And you want people to still give you money for that.
Yeah, I don't know how.
The sleeving one.
Yes.
This,
She wants the sleeving one.
The sleeving one.
Okay.
It's their
We have
day.
a few sleeve options.
It's their day.
This is exactly why you're not the one getting married. It doesn't matter how pretty you are. If you can't be happy for your sister while she's preparing for the happiest day of her life, you will never receive those same blessings in return. I can almost guarantee you that had the roles been reversed and you were the one getting married, she wouldn't record herself being a hater and saying that you're not funny or pretty. Because if she ever has the misfortune of seeing this video, you've just ruined your relationship with your sister, probably for the rest of your life. Now, people, this is your one and only warning for the next video. I never give warnings on my videos either, so you know it's bad. It is extremely irritating. This reel contains highly unnecessary gagging and incredibly annoying chewing sounds. So please proceed with caution.
I don't know if I'm gonna survive this. Okay, I can do this. I'm already gagging just looking at it. Ugh! It's a texture thing for me. But we're gonna try 4 different fruits here and see if I can overcome this battle. Huh? Huh? Ah! I can do it. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't like blueberries. Look! I'm not gagging. I'm not gagging. Are you really laughing at me? I'm struggling. That's not funny. Look, this is gonna be the winner. These are cotton candy grapes. If I don't like this, I might as well go back to daycare because I'm a freaking child.
Do you see why I gave you that warning? If you weren't grinding your teeth by the end of that video, I'm in awe of your strength. Oh, but Hayley, some people just don't like fruit. But that's a whole adult recording herself reacting like this and then uploading it to the internet. She could have just kept that to herself. I expect this behavior from an 8-year-old, not someone who can legally put their name down for a lease on a house. But this lady somehow made an even worse video, depending if you find Disney adults more cringe than eating sounds.
I'm at Disney World sober as shit, and this shit is not for me. My feet, my back, my neck, my elbows, everything hurting. We thought they were gonna like check our bags, like thoroughly take it out and look at it, sniff shit. Bro, we just walked through a damn thing. They're like, oh, you're good. We got shit like this in here, fucking bottles. This could be filled with vodka. Okay? But I ain't paying $20 for a beer. For one fucking beer here, that shit ain't happening. But lesson learned, tomorrow's going down, okay? I ain't gonna feel my feet tomorrow. I'm telling you what, I ain't gonna feel shit tomorrow.
Oh my god. I can't take this anymore! You're there to make magical, lifelong memories with your children! Not get blind drunk and act like an embarrassing nuisance in public in what's supposed to be a family-friendly environment.
I like you. Have a cupcake. I like you. Have a cupcake. I like you. Have a...
Oh no! Anything remotely interesting that stimulates my child's mind! Ah, get away from me! Girl, if you don't just put that damn child in a SpongeBob t-shirt! Like, you know what's insane? Children's play areas used to look so colourful and messy because that was an environment designed for the kids! But now, it's almost like millennials design these play areas for themselves and prioritize their ugly aesthetics rather than what actually engages their children. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Mwah! I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.